is motherhood? If I do give you an answer right now, please do not take my word for it. Because my answer is only representative of what motherhood stands for me. Your answer has to be different. But my answer is here. For me, motherhood was the journey of going on to becoming a mommy from a me. My child came in a week before her due date, and I was very keen on having a normal delivery, but that's my penchant. I managed to have a normal delivery with the help of a very supportive gynecologist, and my child came into the world happy and healthy. But that changed a lot of happiness in and around me. I was happy, I was blissful. But I was also in a silent phase of postpartum blues. While I never for a second believed that I was not ready for the challenges that motherhood will bring along with it, they were really tough. And in moments of midnight cries, mine, not hers, I realized that the journey of motherhood is something that I will look back upon with maybe a lot of cries in the future too. I did not want that. I was already going through a lot of changes physically. I did not want to endure any more emotional pain. It was difficult because my hormones were all over the place. So mastering the control over emotions was another challenge that motherhood brought along with it. But this is how I decided to address it. A couple of months into my child's birth, I was one fine night as she lay beside me. I was looking at her pure, innocent face, recollecting the memories of the day with a smile on my face. Only to realize, oh my, by merely looking at this beautiful, lovely bubble of joy in my life, I can smile like I've never before. I must capture this. Should I get a camera? Should I take a picture of how she's sleeping? Nah, I've done that before. Should I record a video? Perhaps she'll smile and sleep again today. I've done that too. So what do? How do I make myself experience this feeling that I have in my heart right now as I look at my innocent infant? How do I recreate this feeling? How do I make sure that as time passes, this feeling does not get lost in time? So I did what I thought was best. I started writing. Yes, because when words are assigned to feelings and when those words are read again, they tend to bring those exact feelings back in our minds. And perhaps there's a hope that with those feelings, the smile that I was experiencing may come back too in the future. A little fast forward, yes, I have experienced the same smile innumerable times by going back and forth, by going back again to reading the words that I left on the digital platform of my blog, Letters to Pia. Yes, I decided to go Bollywood style. I decided to write letters to my little girl in order to let her know that this phase of motherhood has been really beautiful. And because it's not just my journey, motherhood is something I share because of her, with her. I want her to grow up reading the wonders, the giggles, the fun, the comedies, the tragedies that I have experienced with her day in and day out. But I had to write these down the minute they happened or the day they happened. So if my kid were to take her first steps someday, I had to be prepared to jot it down that very day on my blog. Because as is the case with infants, as is the case with toddlers, with young children, every day brings in new milestones. Every day brings in new experiences. Every day brings in new memories. And if I let one day slip by, I will be at the mercy of my senile memory months or years from now to recount that and recollect that. And then I would not be able to register a fair account of the same. So this is what I did. I started writing every night on my cell phone. Yes, I used to tap, tap, tap on the screen of my cell phone the minute my child used to go to sleep. This wasn't easy because of two reasons. A, it's very difficult to type something which you want to go in the form of a written blog on a small screen. I did not have the luxury of time perhaps to grab a desktop or a laptop to start typing. I was already tired. Why I was tired is point because of point B. My kiddo was not an easy sleeper. She still isn't, but I had to. So despite her sleep time going as long as, I don't know, starting as long as 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., the minute she used to fall asleep, I used to get tapping on my phone. But something beautiful came out of it. I developed a gang of mothers. Yes, that's another perk that motherhood comes with. You get in touch with amazing new friends for life. Together in pain, together in pleasure. That kind of a friendship is this Mommiee group tribe of friends. I started sharing these blogs with them because something told me from inside of me that motherhood is a journey that's universal. So what I experienced with my kid, although very personal to me, is at some level being experienced by almost every mother. Yes, the timing of the same may differ, but the milestones remain near about the same. And the feeling of experiencing that milestone, that event, that memory in making with your child is something that is copy paste in every mother. Yes, that is how beautifully all mothers who read what I had written connected with those words. I started receiving beautiful comments like, "Oh my, you have put words to something we have just been experiencing and were not able to put words to ourselves." I cannot tell you how encouraging and how touching this was at the same time. So much so that these words, my blog, Letters to Pia, caught the eye of a publisher. Yes, she found this publisher, a mother herself, found merit in my words. She found the merit for these words to reach a larger audience. And when I say audience, I mean the global group of mothers. Mothers from each and every corner of the world. She realized that every mother experiences this. But when we say motherhood, for better or for worse, the term is more often than not associated more with the kid than the mother. When a new person comes to meet a new mother, seldom do they ask her about what she's going through. It's always about, how's your baby? Oh, how cute. Does the baby sleep at night? Does the baby eat well? Does the baby poop well? All said and done, yes, that's very important. But along with the child, a new person has been born in the woman. The birth of a mother has taken place. And it was really heartening to let this publisher inform me how my words were making her realize that she had experienced a beautiful journey which ought to have been shared with the world, if not with her child alone. So she encouraged me to convert these blogs into a book of small chapters. Yes, the chapters I had jotted down as in how my kid was growing up in the form of letters to her, each letter capturing some or the other event, which in the larger scheme of life is what forms life. Chapters at the beginning of life to establish the flow of life, flow of childhood to motherhood. So I wrote these and more and converted this blog into a book called Me to Mommiee. Yes, it's the journey of every mother going on to becoming the mother from the person that she is. A huge change comes into her life, and it certainly did in my life. And this was my story. How motherhood not only brought a beautiful gift of baby into my life, but also brought the muse in her that pushed me to becoming a writer. I went on to becoming from a me to Mommiee to an author. And that's the beauty of motherhood. You never know how it may turn out, but one thing is for sure, it is definitely going to turn into something magically beautiful. Why don't you do this? Why don't you share a couple of snippets from your journey of motherhood in the comments here below? I think I'll likely reading that a lot. Because as I said, Mom Tribe is something that shares everything in pain and in pleasure. And if you have something that describes the event you shared with your baby in the form of comedy of errors, then nothing like it. Because that's something that my book covers as well. There are sweet memories, there are nostalgic memories, there are cuddly memories, there are painful memories. Yes, it can be. There are tiring memories. It certainly can be. But they are memorable memories. Share some of yours right here. In the meanwhile, enjoy this journey or reminisce the good old days. This is Aarti Bhatia saying hi and saying bye then. Bye-bye.